just do a small update video here for you guys. Now, there are apparently a few event spoilers coming in these leaks that have been given to us by Pegu on Twitter, and basically he's found some rather interesting things within the in-game files concerning the Fracture Live event. Now, don't forget that's going to be going down December 3rd at 9 PM UK time, 4 PM Eastern, 1 PM Pacific. Now, if you don't want to know anything about any spoilers, click away from this video now. So, we can take a look at some rather interesting screenshots that have come from the in-game files of Fortnite in regards to the live event called Fracture, and I think it's known by another name in the in-game files as Radish. That's the code name for the event. So as you guys can see, we've got various different bits and pieces here. Campfire cannons, chicken coop, clock tower, collectible countdowns, crown celebrations, that sort of really interesting things there. Now, as just mentioned, the live event will be codenamed Radish, and we're going to know it better as Fracture. And as you guys can see, we've got quests from the NPCs, Hit Hard, not sure what that could be about, Milestone 3, 2, Stargazer 4 and 3, Snowman Collector, Match Flamingo, Match Chair, Fish Altar, First Conduit, Farmer Steel, the NPC, so he's going to be somewhat involved, Milestone 4, Arena, Stargazer 2, 1 and 2, Match Cooler, Milestone 1, Crown Collect, Match Grill, IO Guard, Pickpocket, Overheated NPC and an event goal. So that's really interesting there. Also, BP Relish Basketball Hoop and Toy Basketball Score. So that's really interesting there. So obviously basketball will have some sort of involvement, we can assume, during the live event. So that's really interesting there. On top of this, as you guys can see, there's also going to be a challenge or a quest during the live event. Help the 0 point recover. Find and collect 0 point fragments. So that's really interesting there. Now, from what we understand, this is going to be somewhat involved in the live event. FMBR Intel has found something, all quest related stuff, so that's really interesting to see there. Also, some event related maps seem to be random chunks of the island and snow. So as you guys can see, what appears to be one of the buildings has been covered by one of the balloons that's been going ahead pretty much all season long. Another interesting fact is, if you look at this island, you can see we've got a TV which actually says 43 minutes. So we can assume it's going to be roughly 40 minutes to an hour long in length. So that's really interesting there. We've got chunks of snow here, which is really interesting to see as well. So that's interesting there. On top of this, we've got sketches of the Fortnite event coming from FMBR Intel on Twitter. So we can expect we've got a few shots of the 0 point. So the 0 point will have some part to play during the event. Here's another shot of it here on the left hand side, and we've got some sort of object which is, from what we assume, hit the island. So that's really interesting to see as well. We can assume this possibly could be part of the reality tree. There's so much more I need to tell you guys. Fortnite dropped another little teaser video talking about Mochi. Now, I don't know much about Mochi, if anything at all, but you can see he's doing the worm emote there, so the description reads, go Mochi, go dot. And we can assume he could potentially be related to the live event as well, but we'll have to wait and see on that. So just seeing if there's any more I need to tell you guys. There was some actual leaked audio as well as some leaked footage. Now, I honestly don't know if this is real or fake. This is not the footage that has actually recently been confirmed as fake by another Twitter user whose name escapes me. I think it could well be Becker as well. Now, I think he was just doing it as like a more of a custom hype type kind of trailer, so that's really interesting there. But just before I go into the leaked audio here, guys, I want to give you draw your guys' attention to a guy called Rattles on YouTube and Twitter, who's actually put a mock version of the Chapter 3 The End finale called Fracture, and this is not official. Just bear that in mind, it is concept. So I want to draw your guys' attention to this rather piece of interesting video. I want to know your guys' thoughts of it in the comments. Let's do it. So I want to know what you guys' thoughts of that. Let me know in the comments box down below. That looks really cool. Now, just to finish this off here, guys, I'm going to be showing you some rather interesting leaked audio. If you don't want to know anything about it, click away from this video now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell, thumbs up, subscribe button if you're new. Thumbs up if you're excited for the live event. Don't forget to use my support code on the item shop, that's 992. I did it on screen right now in the description. And without further ado, here's the audio. Peace out.
Amy, status report. Good. You'll see. One of us has to survive. Figure it out. Zero fusion won't be possible until the 0 point has completely recovered. Figure it out. Zero fusion won't be possible until the 0 point has completely recovered. You and the team need to restore the 0 point before anyone realizes how vulnerable we are. Amy, status report. Tell him I understood the risks of zero fusion.
We've got Durburger, people. I wonder if Durburger's drive-thru computer is still mad at me. A new part of the island has arrived. You'd better keep that sand out of my ports. Another piece of the island. Another piece of the island. Someone's having a weird day at work right now. I never expected this much of the island to survive.